Again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guy who wants to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video 115J. I want to do a little bit different. It's going to be part of that whole big old notation, because in one of the videos, I think was the last one, where I used a reference variable, and a friend of mine got confused. So what I want to talk, so in this video, I just want to, just real quick, and then maybe some few examples so you understand, so we can move on. The reference variable that we're talking about is when we use the ampersand. So it's a variable. I mean, it's like using a variable with a value, and that value becomes a variable. You can reference what's inside. I know it sounds crazy, but I'll see what I'm talking about. So you can use the value, right, with a second variable, and you can achieve this by doing like that. The ampersand sign. Oh man, my nose is like, I just don't believe that I'm having a hard time with this. Wait a minute. Where is it? What I wanted to say. Hold on 1 second. I created this variable. I mean, not this variable, this file. I'm going to use this one like I have been doing from the last one, as you can see. It's using the references, right? And so a variable allows you to use a value as one of the variables, right? For a second one. So how the variable works is like the syntax is pretty straightforward. It's like a $$a. You do two double A. When you're gonna call it like to use it up, that's when you use the ampersand sign. So the syntax is pretty straightforward, right? So it's like this, kind of like that, right? And the $A is evaluated first, right, to get that value. That's why you see this color coding thing. It gets the value of this, and then it takes that value from this thing here, puts it in as a variable. It's pretty neat, right? I think we talked about that in several videos ago about this, right? So the value is then used as a variable name, right, as your second variable. I get it now. Variable name is a second variable, and it's pretty clear. So if I define the first variable, okay, I'll tell you what. Let's just play around with it. Let me see. We'll say like name. This is a variable, right? How about we do a variable? This way I can't confuse anybody. We're gonna use greeting. Greeting like that. And then I like to, so the value of that name of variable, which just happens to be this right here, is greeting. It's greeting, right? So then you define the second variable. So then you say do this like this. Name of variable. Just want to make it simple, and I'll do it more as we go. Let me see. So we're going to say equals to, what is the stupid things that we normally would say? Hello world. All right. Hello world. Let me see. Now this line above, this line right here. Oh my God, I'm sorry guys. It's going to give you hello world. So if you access that value using the variable syntax, we could do let's see, what can we say? Echo like this. Oops, sorry. We could do like this. And that will invite output hello world. How about if we put I don't know, do space here for the next one, you know, because I want to do this. Let's see. Let's see if this definitely will work. Let's give it time. Do it. There you go. Hello world, right? You made this to her world, hello world, and you made the name. See, you made this greeting, and then you reference. And let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. So now, if I went here, let's see. We do echo. Oops. Simple share it. Oh, sorry. Sorry, YouTube. Didn't mean to say that bad word. And guys, I apologize. And I will give you the same thing. See? Hello world, hello world. So now, so when you're using the variable with an array, it will look. How about we do like I've been doing like this? I'm sorry, guys. It's just I don't know. I'm supposed to. I think they get ready for some. I don't know. It snowed and it's really dirty out there. But let's say we do a equals to hello, like that. That's it. Hello. How about we do? How about the? I wanted to world. And how about we do C PHP, right? Then you say the dollar variable. So I use the same one. Yeah, why not? I'll copy it over it anyway. And then say names equals to, what is it? A, B, and C. And then we want to go through it, right? Remember how we use arrays and you could do for loops, but I like the for each is best when it comes to arrays. So let's say for each, let's say dollar variable name. Stuff like what do I just copy? I'm gonna put a little space. And I'm gonna say as, I don't know, v name var name. How about that? Let's just do that. That becomes like a placeholder, by the way. And then you go like this, and then we'll say let's echo dollar var underscore name. Put a little space there. Let's move this over, and then say dollar var underscore name, and then we'll do like this because I like, you know. too much space. Really doesn't matter. Let's see. There you go, hello world, PHP. And then you want to dynamically access the object property, right? So what we could do is we go like this. We'll say a class, right? Let's create a class. My object. And then of course remember that. Then we're gonna make it public, right? The dollar title. Let's say title. And I'm gonna say that's the title. How about that? And then wait a minute. Yeah, I guess that would be public would be the dollar author. There was a movie I really liked a long time ago. Author, not author. Oh, by the way, guys, happy New Year's Eve. What are you gonna do? You guys gonna hang out? Go to a party? Leave it in the description below. I read everything. Dollar object. Especially when I don't get much anyway. Nobody cares. Now we're going to create a class, but this is the class, that's the blueprint. Then we'll create an object. You use the word new. That this is a new one, right? And then you want to say dollar property equals author. Let's say dollar property equals author. Then you want to access the author property dynamically. Remember how we did that? We go, shall we? Yeah, let's space there. Echo dollar object. It's going to use the dollar property. See? And the property is this one. Yeah. So then we do, you know, we've been typing. Let's see what the, how about if I do, just so we can, you know, a little spacing there. Alright. There you go. John Doe. It's pretty cool, right? You use the title, you use the author, that's John Doe. So then when you, the caution about this whole thing, I'm going to write it all here. Let me see. I guess the caution about this whole thing, when I could feature, right? The feature, the variable, the variables with the dollar. And the good use of classes. So the dynamic variable creation, the access, especially in the old style templating, when you template the systems, and when you're using functions like extract, remember the extract ones? It goes like this to get stuff. Sorry. Right? Those are good use when you want to do that. To avoid using this, don't use this on input column when input comes from an untrusted source, because you don't know, right? Like user input from a form, or let me see, URL parameters, as it can lead to security vulnerabilities. So maybe don't use this type of technique on that thing. But if it's like within the thing, within your stuff, then it's okay. So the important note on reference is that the concept is just a distinct. I'm a distinct from PHP. Excuse me, reference. Let me get a sip of this. The black coffee. A reference uses the ampersand. Why don't we go like this? Ampersand. How do you spell that? Ampersand. Where is this? Right next to it, right there. Right? So that's the operator. Ampersand. That's the operator. Like that. So we use it to create an alias for a variable, meaning that two different variable names point to that exact same value in a memory. So if you did the original, like for instance, if you use this, I guess would be the better example. Let's say we did, let's see, original. Let me see, gray A. How about we say value underscore A with that. And let's echo this guy. Let's echo it. So that way we could see it, because if I jump around, then I'm going to be like, I'm going to write this down like this. Don't worry, man. It's all abstract, really. I mean, should I add? Let's save it. Right here. Let's just add this. Value A. See? That's the original one. So then if I went like this, I say alias equals, where is it? Dollar original. Let's do, I don't know I wanted to do this. I wanted to say that this is, where are we? How do we do this? Okay. So if you did like the original, this is the original, right? Then you're echoing it because we want to see it. Now we're putting this right here as part of the alias, part of the name, and it'll reference that, so you'll see. Oh my God, Andres, what is the matter with ya? So you will see, like for instance, let me see, if I did original, what is this people doing downstairs? They're so strange. We're here, and then we're gonna echo the dollar. I gotta see if, what the hell? Something wrong with these people, man. It's supposed to be like taking a break from this. Keep a holiday. No, they have to come to work today. The office next door is a little crazy. Maybe I'm. Okay, so rigid. Did I spell that right? If I did, let me see. Let me see. I know it's weird. Let me see. I want to print this one. This one becomes that. I'm going to print this one and the other one because I wanted to show you. Let me see. It should see the same thing over twice. Okay. So then, what the I don't know. This whole thing is like freaking. So now that I did the alias, now I want to print it out. So let's just print this guy out. Dollar alias. That would be the new value. It's not the new value. There you go. Wait a minute. Why I got double stuff here? This would be the original. That is the alias of this. So of course that will be a variable right there. That's a variable right there. This is, let me see, what was the first one? The first one I did this one, meaning that I added a value called value A to original, and then I printed it out, which what you see here, right? And then I said, well, I'm gonna let me push that original as the reference to alias, but then I want to print it out again just in case. I wanted to see if it changed. Of course, it would change. I didn't have to do this part right here. This part right here, I didn't have to do. I just wanted to see if there was any. And then, of course, when you say, well, okay, let me check out the alias, and the alias will be that. Now, even though these are the values, we could take this one out. Let me see. You know, when I comment out like the actual command, I do 3. Okay, and basically this is actually a variable name. So if I went like this is a variable name, not value, name. What the hell's going on? I'm gonna have to complain, man. I hate to be that person, but sheesh. Let me see. This is a variable name value A. It's pretty cool though, right? And that is the new value. That is the actual variable name. So if you can add something to that, then you get the whatever it is that's that. You know what I mean? Oh boy, I'm so sorry. So if I kind of did, let me see, like dollar alias like that, and just say tree. Stupid, but you know, I'm gonna echo this. I'm gonna say alias. Am I spelling this right? Doesn't seem right. Alias. Caps. tree. There you go. So this would be the alias value. Aside from my mistakes, but thank you for helping me correct them. Did you see how slow that was? There you go, tree. Well, we reached the end of my discussion. Now we're gonna move on to the other. What is it that I wanted to talk about? Well, you'll see it in another video that's coming up. Damn, because I took this time just to show you the alias, because we're going to be using that in the other one. That's why I also mentioned it, but I also mentioned it on the other video that I did, which was the one before this one, that used that ampersand. I don't think I explained it, but basically that's what that is. So it takes a reference, the name of it, and that particular name that you're assigning it to becomes the name of that name. So now it becomes a variable name with that alias name. I hope I did explain myself. Anyway, reach the bottom. I hope that everything worked out. I hope you understand. Simple. It was just a simple thing. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And this helps me out. Anyway, have a wonderful new year and a good night.